Hey, good evening, good morning, Spurs fans. Hang on a second. I've just wolfed down to McDonald's really quickly. I didn't think I'd get here on time. Still got delicious Coke, though. Hit me up, Coke. Paul the Hotspur Hippie here, the only McDonald's on the internet. Oh, my God. The only psychedelic sock show on the internet. I hope you're all well. How are we all feeling about the game? As time has progressed, I'm feeling happier and happier. I was initially, a little disappointed because there's certain ramifications in the league, makes winning a premiership a little bit harder. That sort of thing. But maybe if that goes by the wayside, I can just focus on game by game, enjoying each game. I thought we played well, folks. I thought we played well. We were all over them. It was a good game of football. I enjoyed it. Thanks for those who joined me for the watch along this morning. It was a hoot. Now there are some comments in here I can see before I got the chat thing going. As usual, too quick for me, you lot. You come in sneaking in early and putting in comments, and I can't put them up on the screen. Adam McFarland, Man City next. Wow, what a game! Solomon Madge should be back. Yes. We're starting to flesh it out a bit, aren't we? Is Solomon back as well? Okay, well that's cool. Bit of options. I thought Timo Werner was pretty good actually, running around with it a bit. Couple of wayward shots, but overall he was a pain in the arse for Manchester United. Nice ball. He was looking. Bentancur was going, kick the ball there, just in front of me. Perfect. Bentancur, a little skip and a hop. Wonderful. Yasarian. Afternoon, Paul and Hippies. Hello, man. Going to be a good test of our squad depth with the next 3 games scheduled within an 8-day period. Is that right? Well, we've got a bit of a break, though, haven't we? We've got a couple of weeks break, so, they can all get over that mystery lurgy that's going around. I think the next game's like, what? Something, I don't know. It's near the end of January, isn't it? And it's an FA Cup game. Have a look here. What we got? Yeah, 27th. We've got a decent break, and then we've got 27th, then the 1st, and then the 3rd. Okay. 2 Premier League games on the bounce. Everton and home, we're hosting Brentford, and then we're away at Everton. Two winnable games, though. But, yeah, we will have to see. Maybe, actually, I'm gonna keep an eye. I want to keep an eye on Sean Butler's Spurs talk show stream. I want to know when he's going live because he's going to do a thing on FFP tonight because the FA are going to say who's in the shit. Oh, hang on. Where's the bell icon? There we go. So I want to watch that because he's got some interesting things to say about the whole thing, Sean. But yeah, squad depth. Everton's probably going to be deducted more points. That's how I got onto that. Sorry, man. Everton, Nottingham Forest, Aston Villa. A few teams that are, a little bit shaky. Hey, my good man, how's the Dreamo-meter going? I updated it. But I haven't sent it through. I haven't. How many people's watching? I don't know. I'll tell you, I updated the thing. There's movement on both sides. Where is it? Oh, I'll tell you what, tomorrow morning I'll bring that up because I don't want to sort of muck around doing things because I'll probably stuff it up, I think. Unless I've got the thing in here. No. I thought I had one. Hang on. See, you've distracted me now, haven't you? You people. No, can't see it. But yeah, I'll update you tomorrow. But needless to say, we got a point out of Manchester United, which we didn't. We got 0 points last year. Was that the Ronaldo bloody game last year or something? We lost it anyway. We don't do too well at Old Trafford, so not bad. Not a bad thing. But yeah, Mark, I'll keep you posted. Watch out. I might do it in tomorrow's video, something like that. Rhythmic Eye, hello, man. Hello, finally catching alive. Hey, you've been popping around. I've seen you a few times, man. Great performance from Spurs this morning. Yes, man. Okay, we're up. We're all full of the joys of, I don't know, stormy rain. It's coming. Spring's only round the corner in the UK. Autumn's coming up here soon. Stuart Livermore. Seems like a familiar name. Colin Yids. That's it. Hang on, I can bring these up on the screen. What am I on about? I can do this now, can't I? There we go. Great performance of Spurs this morning. Very encouraging all round. Yeah. There was moments though, like Manchester United just went to sleep, didn't they? Especially at the beginning of the second half. It was just like passing the ball between traffic cones a lot of the time. We were doing that a lot better in the second half than the first half, finding that ball that just went through in between Manchester United players. In the first half, we were more kind of going up the sides. When we were going up the middle, wasn't quite happening. I mean, Skip and Højbjerg, they did as good as they did all right. There wasn't much backwards stuff, sideways stuff, or just being a bit invisible. They're okay. They got us through the game. Well done to them. I don't know. No, they probably know the writing's on the wall for them both as far as this team goes, but they put in a decent effort. And when and if they do go, I'll wish them nothing but the best of luck, really. Nothing but the best of luck. Yeah, come on, you do. You know me. Keith Edwards. Werner had pace and energy. They backed off him. They did, yeah. Like when he was running, they were a bit scared. I noticed that. I thought, why aren't they go to him? But he was dribbling it up, and he'd come inside really nicely a few times as well. So could be a steal of a buy. I mean, whether he gets a load of goals or not, I don't know. He needs a bit of confidence in front of the goal. But as at the very least, as a fill-in for 6 months, I think he's going to do a good job, and we'll see what happens after that. It's good. And Richie back on song. Brian Hyde, hello, man. Afternoon, Paul from Melbourne. We dominated, just can't put it away. Well, I think it was a question of the whole creativity, really. I think it was more. We didn't have a Maddison or a Kulu in there to really, open it up a bit. So I couldn't. I thought Richarlison. Hang on. God, you could taste the quarter pounder in that one. I thought Richarlison was a real pain in the arse, a real pest. Manchester United. He was up 'em. I wouldn't like playing against Richarlison. He's just one of those players you think, oh, you know. So it's not all about goals. There's more of football than goals, even though goals win you the games. But yeah, I was all right, man. I was all right. Hello, Ren. Hey, nice to see you in here. Hello. Hello. Marpin Presai. Our wingers weren't in the game. Here we go. Porro had to cover the whole ground, both defensively and attacking wise. Well, Werner was involved in the game. Johnson was completely lost. I've got patience for Johnson. I've made this point a few times. We're very, very fortunate this year that our new signings generally have just come in and just looked like they've been playing in a Tottenham shirt for months, years, you know. That doesn't always happen. In fact, it's not unusual. I used to think it was more common for a player to take a while to settle in. Chrissy Waddle, Son Heung-min, and they became great players. So I'm not worried about Johnson. I understand he's getting a bit of flack, but early days for him. Early days. Stuart Livermore, it was good to nick a point at Old Trafford. And that's what it boils down to, isn't it, in a nutshell? It was good to nick a point. It's not something we do very often. You know, Old Trafford and especially Anfield are two grounds that historically Tottenham have had difficulty getting anything out of. But historical performance is no guarantee for future, whatever, asterisk conditions apply and all that. So yeah, you're right, I agree, Stuart. The end of it, you know, like I said, I was disappointed we didn't win. But getting a point up there, put it this way, that's it. Manchester United done, finished, and out of the two games, our two encounters, we got 4 points and they got 1. So that's not bad. That's pretty good, man. Pretty good. Up in Presai, hey, he's back up again. Good game from Richarlison, though. Yeah, I think he did. It was a good header. Good header. There was a lot of Man United presence around him. You know, 4, I think a 5 at one point, and he just knocked it in past Onana. Poor old Onana. Well worth the arrangement Manchester United made with Cameroon at keeping for that match. Alan Bennett, you're not thinking of Arteta eating a steak again, are you? Is that what, you know, I'm sure that's not the first thing you want to picture in the morning, is it? Craig the Gecko Man, big up Hippie. Feels like Ange ball is starting to roll. Look, it's football. It's football, man. But all the players, you know, I think when Pierre and Skip have been in there, even the last couple of games, they've still been a bit backwards. So even though they're obviously not as good as our starting players, at least they're trying, aren't they? They're trying. That's all you can ask. They've got it. They've got it. So I think so. You take that and you slot some of our better players in, and oh bloody hell, I think we're going to be absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. We're playing the best football in the Premier League. I think Gary Neville said that as well. And it was good to, you know, Manchester United would have been, you know, a bit maybe on a bit of a hopeful thing. The crowd maybe a bit positive because they got that new rich twat in there, Jim Radcliffe. I ain't calling no fucker sir. Jim Radcliffe sitting here with his fucking hair, sitting next to Alex Ferguson, who for the life of me I thought he's looking more like Mickey Rooney every day. And so, you know, there was maybe an air of expectation, and they couldn't do it. They look so average. They look so average. But, you know, you look at what Manchester United could bring off the bench compared to what we had available. And, I mean, Ten Hag. And he had his Benny hat on as well. Eric Benny Hag. And there's one point where he had a water bottle in his hand. He couldn't figure out what's this top? I don't understand a water bottle. You know, it's just a normal, I haven't got one here. Like a soda pop bottle, you know. And he was a bit confused by the whole thing, bless him. Then afterwards he said what? He was disappointed, then they should have got a penalty. He's a knob. He's a knob. He's not the guy for Manchester United. Oh, Adrian Chena, man. Thank you for the super chat. Super chats and memberships are available. Big up Paul Sonny. Watch along later. I don't know, man. I don't know. What time was it? Was it a 10:30 kickoff? I feel like I'm overcooking myself a bit at the moment. Really, I was pretty tired today. So it might behoove me. I'll see who they're playing. Let's have a look. It might behoove me just to get, you know, a nice early night after the stream, I think. Instead of going to bed at midnight. I'm not used to, I don't generally stay up late, man. So after the watch along this morning, I had a couple of hours kip. So I might give this one, I'll give this one a miss, I think. But thanks for the support there, Adrian. Thanks for the encouragement, man. Martin, aka Glenn Oddle, member of the commune. Thanks, man. G'day, Paul and commune. Good result considering the team and lack of subs. Oh, well. Maybe I'll just read comments and keep my bloody trap shut, eh? Because you lot are on it, aren't you? Atmosphere where I was. Oh, of course you were there. I'll tell you what, man. There were long periods of that game where the Tottenham fans, wonderful, magnificent, all I could hear. Calling you Spurs. I heard Yid Army. When the Spurs go marching in. Yeah, man. Shouted them down. Well done, Martin. Well done, Martin. Our fans are going great guns this season. It's fantastic to hear. Richie has more goals than all the Arsenal players. Yeah, Mr. Crapola. Yeah, Richarlison, he's no good, is he? I don't know who's playing tonight. I might look in a second. I know the predict the Premier thing. I'm not doing so well this week, but you know. LTL Cockerell, good evening, Paul. Another sign of encouragement. Yeah, couple of days off for the boys, just one or two. Then back to the learning and training. And because something I noticed during the game, set pieces, we were much better at doing them, and we were much better when we were on the receiving end. And it might have been an interview with Optus Sport. Yeah, I think it was Optus Sport where the interviewer said, I noticed, I think it was after Richie's goal, you were patting the coach, you know, was it something? And Ains just said, it's no secret, you can't ask me. Yeah, it was Ryan Mason. Ryan Mason's looking after our offensive set pieces. And Mile Jedinak. Been a while since we've had our Mile. Where is he? There he is. Head the fucking thing out! I said, head the fucking thing out! What are you doing? Got no one to shout out these days. They're all going. But Mile Jedinak taking care of the defensive set pieces. He's doing really well. Really well. You can just see there's a Tottenham way of playing now, isn't there? There's a definite style. No matter who's playing, everyone's in on it. You know, the quality varies, but we're doing it. We're doing it. Really good to see. Martin says it bodes well for February when Ange's the band back. That's it. When the Blues Brothers get back on the road, Donald Duck Dunn, Steve Cropper, they're all coming back from AFC and AFCON. We're gonna tear it up, man. Tear it up. Morning, Paul, says Kev Knight. Hello, Kev. Morning, Paul. Good evening in your neck of the woods. Even with numerous players out, 12 players out, 5 first-teamers, we showed a lot of class yesterday. Even our B players are on song with what Ange is instilling into them. Yeah, very pleasing to see. Looked like some of them weren't quite getting it. Don't want to bring up the Carabao Cup defeat on penalties against Fulham, but they weren't on it there. But they're on it now, aren't they? Had to be done. Marpin Prasai, if we win at our ground, I'll be beaming. Oh, if we beat City at our ground, I'll be beaming with joy. We'll actually march off to Wembley and win the glorious FA Cup. I tell you what, if we beat Manchester City, you can't. Like, a cup's a cup, man. It's a difficult thing. It's a difficult thing. There's all sorts of trials and tribulations to go through, which is why I find it a bit frustrating when people bang on about not winning a trophy. I mean, I know I do it as well. I get where they're coming from. But it's not easy. It's not easy. To win the FA Cup, you have to be better than, I don't know, was it 2,000 football teams in England? It's not easy to do. Plenty of pitfalls. But if we get past Manchester City, we've definitely got a good chance of maybe doing something. You know, the double is on. Daniela Zito, hello, man. Good morning, Paul. Van de Ven and Romero didn't look match fit enough. Well, I thought that in the first half, but I thought in the second half, no, I thought they defended really well. I thought Van de Ven showed a good couple of sprints to get the ball off Manchester United. They were moving quite gingerly around the pitch. They were in the first half. We were very slow in possession because we had Skip and Højbjerg in midfield. Well, I mean, well, you know, what do you expect? I mean, that's what it's going to be, isn't it? Come on, you Spurs. That's the way it's going to be. Just remember Bale. Did I say something 5 minutes ago? Bale? Bale! Oh, Bale! Bale took fucking ages as well. Yes, Alan. Britain's favourite playwright and taxi driver. You're right. Yeah, it's some players. It just, I don't know. I'm hearing him, old Johnson, getting 50 million. It's like, you know, I'm patient with him. Quite a few of you watching. Hello, folks. Marking, it was interesting that Big Ange says Ryan Mason. Yeah, Ryan Mason was doing the offensive set pieces. Yeah, gave him props. And you know what? This could be good for Ryan Mason's coaching career as well. He's got a proper coach to learn stuff off him. You know, people that coach under Ange, like Harry Kewell's gone over to Yokohama, taking over from Kevin Muscat, who also worked for Ange. So it's going to be good for Ryan Mason. Like, you know, towards the end of last season, I thought Ryan Mason, after Stellini left, I thought Ryan Mason did pretty well. All things considered, he started to change things up a bit, dropped a few players. So you know, Ryan Mason, man, he's getting up to speed. Daniel Azito, a lot of our passes were either going sideways or backwards. Man, are you watching the same game as me? There wasn't much attacking output coming from midfield at all. Well, not from midfield, maybe, but from our wings there certainly were. I didn't see an awful. I was looking out because sideways and backwards shits me. But it was a lot less than I expected with Skip and Højbjerg on the pitch. Maybe it's because Bentancur was able to take the ball and turn around with it and stuff like that. You know, I thought I'm not going to bag anyone out after that game. They're all absolutely shattered at the end of it. Martin, what was it? What was it like? The players came over to the away end and you singing and that. What was all that like? I haven't watched any fan videos of that yet, but you saw Ange after we equalised. Ange was stoked. Mark O'Brien says, with Maddison out, my love has moved to Rodrigo, but I think Ange is also keen. Well, I don't know if you got a chance there, mate. I think. Well, you know, nothing's impossible, is it? You know, love always finds a way. Because that's what the world needs, a bit more peace and love and a bit less bollocks. I mean, it's always been that way, hasn't it? It seems we're not learning. We'll get there one day. I see the generation my kids' age, and I think there's a lot of cool people coming through the ranks now. Once old fuckers like me go off, shuffle off this mortal coil, maybe the world's going to be all right. Ben Blackman. Hello, man. G'day, Paul. For Spurs, it's a hard game to go to Old Trafford. Absolutely. 4 points over the fixtures. Would you take that at the start of the year? Never. I never take anything. I don't take draws or shit. I always want 6. But having said that, 4 points is fantastic. Richie was a banger last night. Yeah. Yeah, he was. He was. Oh, I'm very happy for him. Very happy for him. I mean, he's come through a lot of pressure and a lot of flack. People doubting him. I doubted him. Bloody hell. And was it now 6 in 7 games? Not bad. Not a bad return. The Outlaw. Loved your reaction video. The despair at United scoring at the jubilation of our goals. Oh, I edited up my watch along. Much easier to do when there's a few goals happening. I think the first one I did was pretty hard because there was bugger all happening as well. So it was easy to do. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah. I mean, I'm enjoying doing it because that's what I'm like at a game or down the pub. And if I'm not doing a watch along, I'm just kind of just watching it on the couch, you know. Hey, but I'm not. Yeah. So thanks, man. Glad you liked it. Stuart Livermore. Here's a known fact. Man City have not beaten us yet at Tottenham. They've even scored a goal, mate. Not even scored one tiny little goal. Not one. 5 times they've tried, but they failed. Haven't hit the back of the net once. No Haaland, no De Bruyne, no nothing. Nothing. Tim John Smith. I believe that might be a new name. I reckon Werner is going to do really well. He looked nice and confident. Nice and confident last night. Manchester United were a bit scared of him. He wasn't scared to have a crack at goal. Okay, they just went to the moon and back and landed with snow on the ball. But I don't care. I'm glad he had the confidence to have a go. I'm sure that'll come from. It's not like he never scores goals. So I think it's very positive. Daniela Zuter. We have 11 days until our next game. Is that all? I thought it felt longer than that, but oh yeah, because it's Sunday. Oh, we're playing on the Friday or something like that. Okay. Oh well, it's a decent break, isn't it? It'll be a chance for Van der Ven and Romero to build up more match fitness. Also, maybe have Maddison eased back into the squad. Maybe I think he started training, hasn't he? Maddison, has he started training with the first team? Not sure. I might be talking bollocks. Oh, what have I done here? I can't read the. I've done something stupid. Matt Guitar Murphy. Well, I was going more along. Well, okay, you're right. You were going Blues Brothers. I was thinking of Booker T and the MGs more. Bloody brilliant band, Booker T and the MGs. God, they were on the money. All 4 of them, groove machines. Blue Lou, yeah. Martin Bentancur was the boss in midfield. I mean, Manchester United weren't much. Where was their midfield? All this, you know, I get it. We were slow, and you know what, blah blah blah. But where was Manchester United's midfield? You know, they need to put a bit of an APB on them, or put their pictures on milk cartons. I didn't see any of them do anything last night. His off-the-ball play was exactly what we needed. The goal was the icing on the cake. Yeah, it's such a nice. He's so calm. Him and Udogie, they've got such composure, haven't they? Like for Bentancur to take the ball like that in the box, just do a little sidestep. Like I said during the watch along, we've got Fred Astaire, they've got Lionel Blair. No comparison. Daniela Zito, what did you think of our bench? Well, then you're getting on to slim pickings there, aren't you? I thought our bench looked so average. Well, you know, when you see 2 goalkeepers on it, you know our options are limited personnel-wise, aren't they? There wasn't anything on the bench to come on. Well, yeah. I mean, they're all fucked, aren't they? They're all off playing over the world, all buggered. So that's what we got. Nothing we can do about that. Wasn't anything on the bench to come on and help us in the attacking areas. No, that's right. But we have many injuries. Yeah, like Maddison. And you compare how we performed, even with that happening. And Manchester United had, you know, they could bring Martinez on. And it didn't help him at all. You know, I think Brian Hill, I don't know. I don't know. But he had to bring on a fresh set of legs. He had to bring on some fresh sets of legs. And they held out. They held out. Manchester United had that late chance, but you can always rely on Mr. Consistency. Consistently shit, that is. McTominay. Oh, I love that. Watching Mark Goldbridge, because he doesn't like McTominay. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. McTominay, man. Daniel Azita. Hopefully we get in a midfielder and hopefully Højbjerg leaves. I don't think he suits the attacking style we play. He fits more a pragmatic style and defensive style. Yeah, look, he needs an upgrade, doesn't he? I don't think he's like crap or anything. I think there's a few teams in the Premier League that could use him. He played better than I expected. I'm not sure if we're going to do that this window or not. You know, Sean was making a point on his video the day that if players are banging their head, if teams are banging ahead against the financial regulations, like Arsenal and Newcastle can't do any business until they sell players. Maybe Chelsea are in that boat as well. You know, why would we go out of our way to spend a lot of money buying someone like Gallagher or something like that, because that frees up Chelsea to make purchases? Why don't we wait then, or maybe wait towards the end of the window when these findings come out? Then they might go for cheaper. I would like to see another midfielder too. Whether we do it this summer or not, I don't know. You know, we've done well this window. I mean, look, what are other teams doing? We're definitely, you know, they've done bugger all and we've improved. That's the way I see it. Like the game yesterday. Yes, me too, man. But it's 2 points dropped in a game Spurs should be winning. Well, coulda, shoulda, would have, man. I think it was all right. I get you, though. I get you. I was disappointed we didn't win because we were a bit better side, but it's, you know, early days yet. This is only like, you know, 7 months in, and you got other bloody teams out there like, well, Chelsea, Arsenal. Trust the project. Trust the project. Don't need a project. You just need the right manager, and it starts working. So, you know. It's all grist for the mill, man. This is gonna do our confidence good. Yassarian, my interpretation of the sideways and backwards passing is to stretch out the mid block when teams refuse to press us in our end of the field. Yeah, look, that's fair enough, man. There wasn't okay. So when I'm talking about backwards and sideways, I'm like when we're on the edge of their box and it somehow ends up back to Vicario. But I agree, man. There was a little bit of that, but they didn't push the point, did they? They didn't overstay their welcome doing it, because it was clear Manchester United for some phases when we were doing that, they just weren't up for it. They weren't interested. So then we just would try and play through them. But you're right, try and get them onto us. Stretch them out, knacker them out a bit. It was good. Maybe that's why I'm thinking I didn't see much backwards and sideways stuff, because when there was a purpose to it. Martin, yeah, they came over with Ange. We got a chest pump. Good on ya. And we had to wait a while to leave, so the Spurs songbook was in full flow. I loved it. Excellent. And he was wearing like a duffel coat, so it would have had a badge on it last night, wouldn't it? So it's doing that on a badge. Is that right? Is that right? He was all like, he went all half ninja for a bit as well. I saw Ange, you know, doing a bit of this as well. Must have been bloody cold up there. I'm not going to be able to find a picture of last night's game. Oh, look at that. Tucked my beard in. That's a good look, isn't it? There you go. Looks like I've coiffured my beard to perfection. Loved it. Nice one. I'm glad you enjoyed your day out there, man. Daniel Azito. It's annoying how we couldn't go above Arsenal. It's 2 points dropped in my opinion. Listen, mate, this is the Hotspur Hippie happy hour. It's the Hotspur Hippie happy hour. That's what it is. It's not the Hotspur Hippie angry hour of horror, is it? Bloody, what's his name? That new kid we bought for 50 million, he was shit as well, wasn't he? Wasn't he? Bloody Brennan Johnson, bollocks! We should have won. Man United were poor and we let 2 goals in versus them. True, man. Daniel Azito just shows that Van de Ven and Romero will take a little while to get back. Yeah, I think the second half, man. I could see it. I could see the first half, what you're on about. I think the second half was different, but they did us a solid. They did us a solid. And they will be much better next game. Kev Knight, Udogi made me smile after he hit his... Oh, fucking hell, dude. That was a heart stopper, wasn't it? Yeah. After he hit his own goal post from a wayward header. There was a close-up on the screen of him going, phew, was there? I bet he was crapping himself. Man, oh man, that was... He nearly got it in, didn't he? It's like, oh... What was he trying? He's trying to head it wide, I think. I don't think he was trying to head it to Vicario, but well, you know, no one's gonna. There's no such thing as a perfect game of football, is there? But Bob Down Under. Hello, man. G'day. Another member of the Hotspur Hippie commune. Super chats and memberships available. Click like and subscribe. Share it around. Blah blah blah. G'day, Paul. I'm looking for ideas on how to enjoy these games between midnight and 8 a.m. Any suggestions for food, drink, etc. for us Aussies? Start a YouTube channel and do a watch along. That's how I'm getting through it these days. I don't know. Whereabouts in Australia are you? Are you Melbourne? Most of the major cities have Spurs members clubs. Although the bloody one in Sydney, I don't know if anyone in Sydney's ever rocked up here because I keep asking. It's advertised on the website as every match day we go to the Surrey Hills Hotel. Do you fuck? Because when I went, it was shut. And I missed the first 10 minutes of the kickoff driving home. Food, drink, etc. for us Aussies. Just get a bit of sleep when you can, I think. Get a bit of sleep. Then you're a bit fresher. I had a bit of sleep. Even if you manage to get a couple of hours, get a couple of hours sleep. Especially with these 3 a.m. kickoffs. They're brutal. And I just had a nice cup of coffee. And I had an Aldi crumb chicken meal for breakfast. And then I had another snooze. But I just settle back and enjoy the game, man. Enjoy the game. Harpy Brazil Ange loves Bentancur, he does. And his players love to see him embrace our players' effort. And players love playing for Ange. There's such a... Oh, you're using a corporate word here, mate. Synergy. There's real synergy. Sorry, I'm not taking a piss. It's just one of those words that's been so overused. It's one of those reasons I left my job 10 years ago. Amongst players and the manager, it's hard to find nowadays. Yeah, there's not much of it going around. Esprit de corps. Esprit de corps. There's not many teams have it. There's all by the numbers, money ball bollocks that people are playing at the moment. Whereas we got a lot of heart and soul in our side. It's brilliant. You're sorry, and saw you made a compilation of video streamers reacting to the goals. No, I did one for me. I don't do that. But I would have seen the one you're talking about. So someone else's channel that does that. Yeah, I thought it was great. I watch those. I watch those all the time. When we win or have a good result, Manchester United were apoplectic, wasn't it? It's great. I watch them when Arsenal lose, when Chelsea lose. It's brilliant. Alan Bennett, midfield 3, Benners, Matters, and Sarr. Sarr's not going to be back, is he? Or are you talking just generally? Benny, Matters, and Sarr. Yeah, and then we got, well, there we go. Well, Basuma's got to You know, there's competition for places, isn't there? And you stick another quality midfielder and you've got 5 going for 3 places. It really gives us a lot of options, man. You know, it's not. Then it doesn't mean it has to be the same for every game. Different games, different circumstances. You know, when you compare it to our midfield last year of Skip and Højbjerg, you know, it's leaps and bounds. Yeah. I'd agree with you on that, Benny. I think they would be our Sarr writes his own checkbook. He gets in the team. Maddison does us too. So really, it's between Bentancur and Basuma. It depends on what the game's doing, doesn't it? They're different players. Just nice. It's nice. Daniel Azito, what on earth was the doggy thinking? Hitting the ball to our own goal right in the corner. Thank goodness it don't go in, although he couldn't have headed it right as there was a United player there. You know, it's a cock-up, wouldn't it? There's a cock-up. Richie's 7 in 7. Oh, there you go. That's pretty good. Ben Blackman. Bentancur, Celso, Matters midfield for FA Cup. I don't want to get all Daniel Azito on it, but I'm kidding. But Lo Celso, yeah, I'm not convinced by him, man. I'm just not. He just. So if he's not there, maybe Kulu, maybe Bentancur, Kulu, Maddison. How about that? With the same three up front we had today, I think that works. But okay, you're going Bentancur, Lo Celso, Matters. They're already scared. Yeah, they would be. Werner, Richie, Kulu, or Johnson on the right. It's only half our team back. Defence are sorted. Defence are pretty well. Defence are looking really good. And Royale, when he came on, did a decent cover. And we know Royale can go either side. So we got. Not that I'm saying it doesn't need to be upgraded, but we have got a cover for either fullback position. And then we've got Dragoshin or the third central midfield player, whoever we're not using, was covered for the middle too. Yeah, I mean, it's been a long time coming, Ben, hasn't it? Our defence has been shit so for so many years. Since Jan and Toby, really. It's been so bang average since then. And a couple of windows, no problem, man. Mark N. What Manchester United fans said, that all our midfielders dominated. I mean, yeah, that's right. You know, Skip and Højbjerg were, you know, they played well, but on the other hand, what did Manchester United do in midfield? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Skip turned into prime Gerrard. Well, you know. All right, bugger it. Why not? Why not? Prime Gerrard. And Destiny locked up Garnacho the entire game. And also Porro. Old Rashford gave him a slip maybe a couple of times in the first half, but after that, he wasn't really much of a threat. Destiny was awesome. Just walking up, I'll have the ball now. Thank you very much. Yeah, what a purchase. 2.4k, yes, yeah. The subs are I got 2,400. I don't know when it was, sometime the last day. Don't you worry about what that alarm means. I know what that alarm means. Yeah, the old subs are starting to shoot up again, which is nice. Very promising. Thanks, Alan. Rhythmic Guy, Lionel Blair was good friends with my mum. As a child, I used to be fascinated with an old Agfa Bellows camera that had his name written on the case. He had an Agfa camera? What? Too funny. What the fuck? What's you got my interest peaked here. Why is Lionel Blair's name on a camera? Lionel Blair camera. Oh, okay. So, all right. Well, so he was in a series, because I'm a bit clueless as to why Lionel Blair was actually famous. You know, I know he's on Give Us a Clue, but Yeah, what else did he do? He was on a TV series called Hold That Camera in 1950, where he played himself. So I suppose it was a natural tie-in, wasn't it? For him to get some sort of bung for advertising a camera. There we go. Another mystery solved. Ed Sweeting, hello, man. Hi, Paul. Happy with the result. Excellent. Mostly because of the players coming back, getting through okay. Yeah, Benson Core looking very good. I was crapping myself when old Van der Ven went down. I thought, oh no, but it's all right. It's just cramp. He played his heart out, that kid. Look, Benson Core looking very good, even though you could tell he was knackered. Yeah, he was. A lot of the players were tired at the end of that game, but you know, they didn't let their intensity drop too much. You know, it's quite you know, when you think about it, if they, you know, how exhausted they were, it was quite amazing that they kept going without completely losing it, if you know what I mean. They managed to draw something deep out of their reserves. It was on the badge. Yes, man, it was on the badge. I'll have to. I'm sure Chris Cowlin will have a clip of that. So that's going to be exciting to see. San Antonio Hotspur. We won't forget. Hypo Noise. Yay! I got your name right. Alrighty. Okie dokie. I'm assuming you're giggling at something I did earlier. Thank you. Thank you very much. Part of the reason why I was late, I was just finishing that thing up, driving back from McDonald's, and I had an idea. Stuart Liverpool, Champions League football is coming back. I think it is, man. I think it is. We've given ourselves the best chance of it. Who knows what's going to happen in the rest of the season? We've had a rough old trot, a dark tunnel, as Ange called it, looking for the light at the end of it. Other teams have had it. You know, when you think about it, other teams have had it go more their way, but I don't think they fully capitalised on it, if you know what I mean. I know they've had a couple of injuries, but Arsenal and Liverpool, they've had their chance to, you know, full strength, have a go, near full strength, much more so than us anyway. Manchester United have Rodri and De Bruyne and Haaland and stuff like that, so that's a big, you know, big gap in their thing. But then, you know, another team like Newcastle had a lot of injuries and they fell right off. So, bloody hell, man. We've done all right. Bob Down Under, I thank you. Rhythmic Guy. He gifted to her, by the way. She didn't nick it. Hang on, it was you with the Agfa camera, wasn't it? What? There, okay. I wasn't dreaming of saying, your bloody mum nicked the camera off Lionel Blair. He probably got a whole truckload, didn't he? Just dished them out. Oh, good on him. Good on him. Freebies. Bit of coin. Ooh, the cicadas are going. The cicadas outside. Yeah, it means it might be a hot night. Oh, you're in Canberra. I'm sure there's a Spurs supporter club in Canberra. Canberra, I mean, everything's legal in Canberra. I'm sure you can find some way of passing the time down there, like all the politicians and their families. But when they get caught with certain things, they don't get done anymore. Us in New South Wales, stop resisting. I'm not fucking resisting. That's what you get in New South Wales. Canberra, evening all. James Paratrooper, I've been shouting from the rooftops and saying we'll win the league. Are you entertained, Spurs supporters? We will win the league. Let's keep it up, eh? Let's keep it up. Yeah, we're still. I want to see how this week's results go. There's a draw or a loss in for. I'm not worried about Arsenal because I think they're shit. So Liverpool or Manchester City. If there's a draw or a loss in one of those games, I'm still eyes on the prize. But I'm enjoying the moment anyway. I'm enjoying the moment. Really am. Kev Knight, Bentancur's goal was another example of his class. Absolutely. He sold the defender a dummy, then thumped it over. Oh, I don't know if I like that, man. Onana, like he wasn't there. Bit of history in that sort of... I get it. I get it, it rhymes and all that. But I know it's not what you mean. But just me personally, you know, I'm not up for it. You know, I'm not having a go, Kev. You know, I know you. You know, you're a decent guy, rhythmic guy. I noticed Timo gave Ange a hug of appreciation as he left the field. Did he? Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch. I'm gonna have to watch some Ange Postecoglou, some Chris Cowlin. I just got. I don't know if you heard beeps there. No, it didn't come through. I just got a message from Sean Butler there. He's going to go live as soon as the FFP Premier League stuff comes through. Because I want to watch that. I want to see who's in the shit. Bob Down Under. Thought our away supporters were fantastic. Best in the land. Best in the land. Heard them loud and clear through the game. Look, you know, I was watching the game with, you know, one headphone on. I didn't have the volume too loud because I didn't want to be too distracted, and I thought I don't want to hear Gary Neville, basically. But any crowd noise I could hear, it was just all Spurs, all Spurs. I don't know how big. Do they just have a little corner at Manchester United? I mean, you don't get a whole like cop, do you? Or do you? Maybe you do. Maybe you do. But whatever it was a fraction of the number of the Manchester United fans. But it was 10 times the volume. They were beaten. Absolutely beaten. Rhythmic guy, very interesting. I didn't know that. Makes perfect sense. I know, it just... Because, yeah, first class Lionel Blair camera. I mean, he was like a tap dancer or you know... all that stuff. Well, I suppose that's camera as well, isn't it? But it's the wrong sort of camera. But cash in, man. So you get that one. He got that one. It looks like it only went for one series. How many episodes were there? How many episodes? Let's have a look. Hold that camera. Have a look. Hold that camera. Hold that camera. They don't... IMDb... Do they have any info on it? Oh, well. The plot thickens here, man. Oh, I thought UK. That's why you didn't know about it, Rhythmic Eye. That's why we didn't know about it. Hold that camera. An American game show that turned into a variety series after a few episodes. Originally hosted by Jimmy Blaine, but after the overhaul, Miss Television 1948, Kyle McDonald took over the hosting duties. And Lionel Blair was on that. One season. 1, 2, 3... Oh, they have series. One of their American season is about like 50 episodes, 16 episodes. So there we go. Like, I don't know how many episodes Lionel Blair was on, but he did that in 1950. 3 fucking cameras for the rest of his life, and his friends. Have an ACFA. Hey, well done, Lionel. Right place at the right time. Oh, here we go. What real man? Let's put it. Well, you know. To all sorts of people, horses for courses, man, you know? You know what I'm saying? Stuart Livermore, another transfer window, and Big Ange will have his team, and Tottenham singing game. Potentially, but then it's maintenance, isn't it? It's maintenance. That's just as tricky, just as hard to manage. You know, when I mean, we're lucky because our side is pretty young, isn't it? But whether it's Ange or his, you know, maybe. Look, wouldn't it be great if, you know, Ange does his 4 years, decided to, you know, hang up his half ninja mask. Maybe by then Ryan Mason is up for it. It could, I think, and you know, Ryan Mason's mates have all pissed off out of the club. It might be a good thing. But you know, that maintenance. Okay, at what point do you say do you have to move players on and things like that? It's a tricky thing as well. You know, Alex Ferguson was the master of that. Hang on a minute. I mean, we've never been scared of moving players on at Tottenham's history. We've really fucked it up a lot of the time, though. When you think, look at like Pat Jennings. There's another one, another big player I'm thinking of. I mean, Pat Jennings is the main one I can think of. But I mean, there's other like Mickey Hazard and Graham Roberts and players like that. But who was the other one that was treated not very well by Tottenham? I can't remember. Can't remember. Tip of my tongue. Danny Rose in the away end. Was he there? Was he? Yeah. Andrew Ackerman. I think half the Premier League will be in the shit. Could be a summer of bargains. Well, maybe it's worth hanging around then, isn't it? 56 people viewing. Wow, wow, wow. That's quite a lot for me. Thanks very much, folks. Nice to have you all here. You've just woken up bleary-eyed. Hope you had a nice sleep. I hope you had a better dream than my dream. I mean, I had a... Oh, no, I'm not... No, my dream was bonkers last night. Chris Loney. Hi, Paul. Been trying to tell the naysayers and younger entitled Spurs supporters. There's some older entitled. I don't think entitlement has got an age bracket, to be honest. It's, you know, everyone's all mixed up in the big bucket of fandom. That until it's mathematically impossible, everything's possible. That's my attitude every year, man. Every year since 1978. You know, the City are there for the taking. Absolutely are. 57 people watching. Lovely. Hello. Super Chats memberships are available. Click like and subscribe. Hey, Paul. Legal in the ACT, yeah. I know. I get you. Just can't, like... Gets me demonetized. That's one of YouTube's little things. We can allude to such things. Well, how'd you get... No, I'm not going to ask. I'm not going to ask. Steak. Alexander Hilton. Okay, I understand what you're saying. Okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Okay, I took the wrong man because I just heard. I just heard last few days a mate was telling me about Onana getting called, you know, names that people were just using an excuse. Oh well, it rhymes, and you know, so you meant a different thing. Okay, my apologies, man. My apologies. Yeah, I know you didn't have the intention, man. I wasn't saying you had the intention at all, Kev. You know, that's what I said. It's all cool, man. It's all cool. Andrew G, I enjoy your content. You know, I have to pull some Australians up sometimes. There's a word they use over here. Well, Ange used the word in his press conference. Oh, Ange, you don't say that in England, man. It's quite funny, though. Andrew G, I enjoy your content. Calling you Spurs. Thanks very much, man. Thanks for your support in the commune. Chris Loney, and spelled that out in an interview after the match. Just have to better Pool and Villa, and they're likely to hit the wall we've had. Yeah, okay, yes. Arsenal, yeah, Arsenal. Gives a fuck about Arsenal. You know, I'm worried about them. But yeah, the other teams have had much more. They should be way ahead of us. Or we should be further behind them, I suppose, because it's not like we've dropped a bucket load of points, is it? So, yeah, how well will they deal with the adversity? That's the thing. And Manchester City could have, you know, they've had a wobbly period. If they get any more wobbles, I don't know. But, you know, De Bruyne coming back, and they certainly look strong. But I ain't kissing Manchester City's ass because they're a bunch of fucking cheats anyway. Fuck them. Fuck them. I don't give a shit about Manchester City. God. It's a shit club. It's a fake club. False money. Alexander Hilton, 5 years time, Carrick would probably be a better option than Mason. Yeah, keep an eye on him. You might well be right there, man. You might well be right. 3,000. Only 3,000. And what's Old Trafford's capacity? It must be 50, isn't it? Must be 50. Don't answer in the chat. I'm going to do my own research on this one. Old Trafford capacity. 50, 60, 74. So we're like, I don't know, call it 5%. No, 5% of the crowd was Spurs. Well done. Well done, Yid Army. Absolutely fantastic. Fantastic. Meow Kabar. Hi, Paul. Non-stop rain in Katoomba, yeah. Yeah. I think, I don't know. I think, I'm wondering if this is just bloody climate change happening where we've just gone tropical. We're just going to go wet. We're going to have a wet season like further up north in the country, you know, like the top end and Darwin. They have like this sort of weather. Maybe that's just it now. Blinders are back. Hello, man. Number of points we've left on the table is frustrating. We're getting there, though. Come on, you Spurs. You know, this is just a warm-up for next year. We'll be fine, man. Chris Loney, fair call. Paul, as old farts can be entitled. Yeah, you know. Dunfermline at home to Spurs, Fairs Cup 1971. First match. Wow. You would have seen Stevie Perriman in midfield. Alan Mullery. Cyril Knowles. Pat Jennings. Like Martin Chivers. Martin Peters. That sort of, man, oh man, that was a strong team. Strong team. Cyril Knowles Spurs just need to beat Manchester City in the league and the cup. I think so. And I think then we're done, aren't we? All right, folks. Well, you know what? I've enjoyed that. What time is it? 8:36. Yeah, I think we've come to a natural conclusion. And as usual, the chat has timed it perfectly to an hour. If I take off the countdown, that's an hour exactly. Thank you very much, folks. Thank you very much, folks. How do I do the? Oh yeah, I'll just click on that, can't I? There we go. I'll call it a day, but we'll just do Bob Down Under. Really excited about City in the FA Cup. Not confident, but looking forward to it. I'm confident. It's bollocks, man. They've never scored a goal. Oh. Anyway, folks, look. Wonderful having your company this evening. Wonderful having your company. Not a bad day at the office for Tottenham Hotspur. Onwards and upwards. Thanks to the people who've kept the show going in the chat. If you've been watching, quite a few of you watching tonight, thank you very much for your company. If you're watching afterwards, I hope it's been entertaining for you. Bit of a distraction, you know, away from the of bloody life. If you click like and subscribe or shared, that's cool. Helps the channel out. But I get it, you know. And I think that's it. Cheers, Loney. Good to catch you live from Rockingham. All right. W.A. Don't know if that's what you do over there. You should make it a thing. Anyway, folks, peace and love, man. Peace and love. Come on, you Spurs.